Hello crochet friends, welcome back. We're working on our basket with our pretty little granny squares, and today we're gonna get ourselves started with going up the sides of our baskets. Okay, so for this side we are just going to continue where we ended on the base portion, and then we will stop at the top and fasten off, and we will do each of the sides individually. But because we're already here and we have our yarn ready to go, we're just going to start out with this one and go up the top. So again, you can, if you would like, to pin your sections or clamp them, whatever works for you to hold everybody together. Or if you've just got a good hand and you can hold it, go for it. Okay, same pattern. What we want to do is grab our outside loop of our right hand square. Our tail is in the middle, and then we want the outside loop of our left hand tail. And we're going to yarn over and pull through. So same idea. Outside loop of the right, tail in the middle, outside loop of the left, yarn over and pull through to create the single crochet. Okay, so just line everybody up there. Make sure your stitches are lined up. Your tail is in the middle where you need it to be, okay? So outside loop, my tail is in the middle. See it there? Outside loop, yarn over and pull through. And we're just going to keep going with this all the way up the side. Outside loop, tail in the middle, outside loop. And we'll keep going. Now sometimes you might find that you have more stitches, less stitches. You can always skip a stitch on one side if it doesn't seem like it's lining up. I would not do too many of them in a row, because then you might have a hole or it might buckle a little bit. But if you feel that like one doesn't completely line up right, you can do that and get away with it. You wouldn't be able to do it like on an end, but in the middle of the work you could. So if you got to the top and you're like, oh, these are not lining up right, you can go back and change it up a little if you need to. So don't feel like it has to be absolutely perfection. It is going to be a little bit subject to the crocheter. Okay, so we're going to keep going with this, and we're going to go all the way to the top of the corner there. Yeah, we all crochet different with our tension and everything, don't we? And it's okay. No worries there. Okay, I think I would say that's the top, because it's kind of pulling on the corners there. And we're going to go across the top and fix all that up. So I'm going to pull up my tail, and I'm going to cut that, and I'm going to knot that, and I'm going to just leave it right there. Done with that side. We're going to leave it right there, okay? Now we're going to go to the next side. So we need to attach our yarn to our hook, right? So make your loop. Drop the working tail behind, go inside and grab that with your hook and pull it up on the shank. Now, just like before, we want to join the sides where they belong. So I know sometimes it seems like, well, that doesn't look right. It's okay. Just do the best you can. Once the project is done, it won't look as wonky as you think it does at the very beginning. And then see, this has a knot in it, so I have to figure out how to get something to work here. So I'm going to start here. Oh, nope, that's a tail I tucked in. Aha, look at that. I'm going to start here. And I'm going to put my tail going up the middle, right? So that's my outside loop. This is my outside loop, and I'm going to yarn through, over and pull through all of it, because now we are joined. Now we are joined. Okay, that's better. Can't work in my tail. What was I thinking, huh? Outside loop of one side, outside loop of the other side, yarn over and pull through. Outside loop, yarn over and pull through. So I'm hoping you can see this okay. I know it's it's fumbly, and I'm trying my best to hold it straight for y'all to see in the camera there, because it's different, isn't it? It is different. Outside loop, tail in the middle, outside loop, yarn over and pull through. Okay, keep going with that till you get to the top, just like you did for around your base and everything. You're gonna be old pros at joining squares by the time you're done. All right, whoops, dropped mine. I'm not an old pro. All right, keep going with that until you get to the top. Here we go. Okay, I would say that's the top of my square there. So I'm going to cut this one off, knot it, and then we move on to the next. Oh, we're doing so good. So we want to make our circle, grab our working tail and pull it up on the shank, and then move over to your next side, okay? Oh, you're doing so well. Okay, so now let's get everybody kind of straight here. Make sure we're getting the right spot. I'm not gonna get my tail this time. I think I'm gonna go here, and my tail is in the middle. And trying to look, I think I'm gonna go here just to get it started. Okay, that looks good. Outside loop, tail in the middle, outside loop, yarn over and pull through. And we're gonna do this all the way up, and we'll snip it off, and then we will start the next side. All right, not too bad, is it? I know you've got this now. If you've gone along and you look back after and you're like, oh no, this just doesn't line up, it's okay, just take it out, start again, hold it all together, pin it, do whatever you have to do to keep your sides equal, and just grabbing the opposite stitch on each side like that. Just take your time with it. It's okay, and it can always take it out. Take it out before you snip it off. That's the time to do it. All right, keep going with this. Finish this side and then the next, and we'll meet up at the end. Here we go. Okay, I am at the end here of my last side. I'm just trying to get, there we go. I got that. Okay, I'm gonna snip it off. Well, you know what? Let's not snip it off. I'm gonna just leave it just like that because we're gonna go around the top. So let's not snip the last one. Oh, what was I thinking? Okay, now we've got this beautiful little basket going on. I've like squeezed mine to death. So it's all messed up. But anyway, this is what we've got. So this is where we ended with our last little seam. Everything will sit nicely. Once we get the top going and everything, it's going to be really cute. So if you've not finished your sides, don't worry. Just take your time with them. Get everybody on nice and snug, and it'll fit all well. You know, you might need to give everything a little stretch. I'm going to have to because I've just been holding everything so tightly. But that's it. That's the sides. Not too hard. I know you can do this. So just take your time, finish up your sides, and I'll see you next time. We'll start working on the top part, all right? I'll see you then. Thank you, and have a joyful day.